What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, just out here chilling right now. Anyway, for those of you guys that are wondering what I'm wearing, listen, we're all about Puma Gang right now. What do you think about that, Willie? Bringing out my inner Bosnian soccer player, you know what I'm saying? But I had a question. Somebody was like, hey man, 3 weeks off, or I might even take more weeks off. You know, how much is that going to cost you? What are you going to have to pay? All this kind of stuff. So I just wanted to get into that real quick. Now, if we just look at the lost wages, you're going to be looking at, if I just was to take an average, and I'm going to say a low average of $2,000 a week, 3 weeks off, that's going to be $6,000 right there. So probably more than $6,000 just in lost wages, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But then what about the truck payment, right? So truck payment, fixed costs, and all that stuff. Let's say you're, a tad bit over $3,000 or $1,000 a week. Uh, I haven't figured that out exactly, but let's just go with $1,200, $1,300. Multiply that by three. So you're looking at 36. 3,600. Let's say 4 grand if you want to overestimate a little bit. So $10,000 to take off 3 weeks. Now, I just happen to be taking these 3 weeks off in a row, which I typically wouldn't do. As far as the truck payment, I told them to take that truck payment out of my expense account. Now, a lot of people don't like expense accounts, that are with Prime and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? I can understand that. But listen, Prime isn't going to take out anything that's not owed to them. So if for some reason Prime was to take some money out, there's got to be a reason for it. So I have about $8,500 in that expense account right now. So let's say 3,500 comes out of that. I'm still going to be left with a decent chunk of change to add to when I get back out on the road. So I really don't consider the time off that I'm not working as what it's costing me because I'm not working, but I do have to make that truck payment. Now, one thing that I did really think about was, okay, well, you could go in the negative. I'm not sure they want you to go in the negative that far. So I got with my payroll person and just told them to zero me out every week so that truck payment gets made. Now, one of the good differences about going lease purchase than just a regular lease is, even though you're making those truck payments, that is actually going towards principal reduction. So it's not like you're throwing that money away like you might be on a typical lease. So that makes me feel a little bit better about it. But either way, whether I was throwing the money away on a regular lease or whatever, after being out 3 months, I'm going to definitely enjoy this 3 weeks minimum that I'm taking. And listen, it could end up being a month, depending on how I feel. But that's kind of how I'm working it. So what I would suggest, I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories about Prime taking your money out of your expense account. Just set up an expense account. And I'm going to say this because I do think that one of the problems I see with a lot of truck drivers is discipline. And if you just set up your expense account, 20 cents a mile, that's money that you really don't see. You don't even think about it. Plus, if you ever need that money, all you got to do is request the money either over an app or, just tell your payroll person you want, X amount of money sent to your Comdata card or to your bank account or whatever. So the last thing I want anybody getting into this business doing is not having sufficient funds set aside, whether that be in your own bank account or an expense account with Prime. So I chose to go with the expense account just to separate that from any of these other business or any of these other accounts that I have in general, just so I know exactly what I got sitting over there. And you can use that money for whatever you want. You could use that money for truck payments. You could use it to pay your taxes. You could use it to pay, you could use it to go chill out in Bosnia wearing your Bosnian Puma jacket if you'd like. But personally, I haven't got up on the conspiracy theory that Prime is just going to go in there and take money that's not there. So I'm gonna go ahead and trust that. But anyway, that's how much it's costing me. And I don't know what my son's coming out here for. Hold on a second. You don't gotta bring it out here. I can come in and get it. But I appreciate it. So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna get back in here and chill. Run in here and hop in this bathtub right quick and get all this grime off me that a few showers haven't got. And I will check you out on the next one.